I've taken on this challenge of a really long hike. Half of the what's called the Colorado Trail goes from Denver to Durango, and 480 miles total. I'm trying to do half of that this summer, and my nephew just came out, and we spent 4 days on the trail, and we covered 70 miles. Which was ambitious. I tell that not to glorify myself so much. You'll see the point here in a moment. What I leaned into was just a little faith in my preparation thus far, and moreover the methodologies of yoga, which the obvious level of that would be doing a bit of stretching at the end of the day, right? There's that version, but probably more essential is the breath regulation and mental regulation as well, because your mental space can consume a lot of energy needlessly. Like deep sea divers, when they go down, that's part of their training, is to like shut down their thought process in order to conserve oxygen as they just test the edges of human ability. There's no room for any mental unaccounted for. And so I adopted something of a similar process with the trail there, where every breath and every thought and the motion of the body was regulated or contained. So when we come from this environment, everything is very contained. There's a hospital down the road. Whole Foods is just that way, a couple miles. It's all you could. If you cross the street in the wrong place, you get like a ticket just for walking from here to there. All that goes away in wilderness, right? It's a different set of laws, and much of which are you can kind of appreciate and recognize how the wind moves through the aspens and these things, but you're very much in its element, right? And you're subject to the elements, etc. So what is within your domain of control is increasing, like very small, and to sort of endure those many miles, it took regulating everything that I could that was in this camp, including this body and principally this body, this breath, and this mind, and some desperately in need of better understanding about how to cook good trail foods. That's another variable that I definitely need to work on. So I'm making dry crackers and instant rice that can be very satisfying. I ran out of mustard. So regulating this vessel. And I was reflecting on, how does this relate to yogic teachings and so forth. Yoga in general is a movement from the many to the one, to one principle. A movement from identification with polarity, gain, loss, pleasure, pain, up, down, life, death. The many things that make up our experience in this world. And adopting more of a witness perspective, developing objectivity, the ability to see pleasure and pain neutrally. That's not to say we abandon empathy or compassion, but we just have a broader and broader and broader and broader, all-encompassing singular view. And, trail life's a lot of that too, or at least my sort of process, every step. Inhale, om, om. Exhale, om, om. Inhale, om, om. Exhale, om, om. In all 70 miles like that, one in cadence with this step developed this kind of singular node of attention It was, so long as I didn't break the rhythm that wasn't broken, I wouldn't be broken. I just had to preserve the singular sense of attention and not have so many, like, a stray thought lead me into doubt and so forth. Like, just carry on with the project, you know. Before enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. After enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. You know. So a little bit like that like the one thing is at the center of all things is the point of attention or the where we're orbiting.